Hi, Matthew. We saw you come out on the ice after 11 o'clock with a bit of a fist bump and a high five for a coach. Um, can you just take us through the last 24 hours with being on waivers and how you feel about it today?
Yeah, it's been a little crazy. Obviously, when I heard yesterday, wasn't really too excited about it, obviously, but it was a cap situation. They had to go and go ahead with, but find out this morning that I was staying here. I was pretty happy.
We'll go next to Jeff Hamilton from the Free Press. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, Matthew, not to feed a fed horse here, but just how do you go, like, when you put your head on the pillow at night, after that kind of news, are you wondering if you're going to wake up a Winnipeg Jet? Like, what are the things that go through your mind when you're waiting for that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird feeling, a little nervous, I would say. Obviously, for me here with my family, I have my kids in school and stuff, so it wouldn't have been a really ideal situation for me to have to go somewhere else. So that part of it got me a little nervous, but this is part of this business. I understand that, and I'm just glad that I'm still here.
We'll go next to Sarah Orlesky from TSN. Go ahead, Sarah.
Matthew, just wondering what you expect Thursday's game against Calgary to be like, especially given the fact that obviously there are no exhibition games this year.
Yeah, I don't know really what to expect. It's probably going to be similar to what we've seen in the playoffs in the bubble. High pace. I'm assuming everybody's going to be really excited for that first game, so you're going to have that adrenaline going through your body on both teams. So I'm assuming this is what we're going to see.
We'll go to Paul Friesen from the Sun. Go ahead, Paul.
Hi, Matthew. That move, in some ways, I guess it could be interpreted as being unwanted by management, yet the players really showed how much they want you. How do you kind of balance those two things?
Yeah, well, I had a meeting with Chevy and Paul yesterday, and they just kind of explained it to me what the situation was. Obviously, with what's going on in the world, the cap around the league is kind of bringing that situation around every team. So once they explained it to me, I felt comfortable with it. I still, I'm still part of this team, and I understood that part of it, and I'm hoping that I'm in the lineup for game one.
We'll go next to Sean Reynolds from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Sean.
Hey, Matthew, watching that you guys practice that second line power play, there's always someone from that first line out on that line. So are they acting as a placeholder, or is that the plan for the year? And if that's the plan, then what makes it different to kind of run with a different guy sometimes in a different position on that power play every time?
Well, I think as of right now, it's probably going to start that way. It just works with the hands. We need a right-handed shooter in the slot, and they have three of them on the first unit. So I think they're going to look to have one of those guys in there. Obviously, playing that slot hole, you don't have to move all that much. So even though whoever's going to stay with us, who's been on the ice for maybe a minute or a minute and a half, shouldn't be asked for a whole lot of work to sit there. And we need a good shooter in that hole. And there's three of them on the first unit. So I think this is how it's going to be at least to start the year.